Jo from Jo's Country Junction. I'm here today to show you how I made this fun little quick baby quilt, and it's made using my Accuquilt Go cutter and my Hexagon die. It's really quite easy. It looks a little bit more difficult than it actually is, and I'll show you what you need to do. First off, you're going to take your Hexagon die and you're going to place the piece right on top. We'll be using the large end to do all of the cutting for this quilt, and for every little hexagon piece that you get, you're going to need one of your background colors, and then you are going to need 6 of your colored pieces that go around the outside of the hexagon. And so after you cut those out, run them through your Go cutter, cut them out, and then you're going to take just the colored pieces and you're going to take your rotary cutter and cut them in half right across here from corner to corner, and then you're going to end up with pieces like this. After you have those pieces, then you're going to take one of your background squares and one of those hexagon pieces, and here's some of the tricky part. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay it right on the edge. You're going to leave this, if I show you from this side, you can see how this is left over on the side just a little bit, about 1/4 of an inch. So when you start sewing, this is how you need to line them up. So you're going to sew from here to there and then stop. And then what you're going to do is you're going to press that open. I know that this looks funny that you're leaving this little space here that's unsewn, but we'll get back to that later. So then press that open. Then you're going to take your next piece, and you can see how I laid it right across the top here. And again, I overlapped it on the sides, on the edge. I sewed from here to here, took it to my sewing machine, and I pressed it open. Then you're going to keep doing that, adding one piece at a time, just like this, until you have 3 on there. And you're going to keep going around until you get, you're going to put this one, you're going to get this far along, you're going to lay this one right here, just like the other ones. You're going to sew from here to here, and this is going to open up like this. Then you're going to get to this point, and this is when we're going to go back and fix up that other seam that we left incomplete over here on the first step. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay this down on here like this. You're going to start your sewing machine here, and then you're going to sew all the way to the end, and then when you open it up, you're going to have that hexagon block. I tried to get it so that I had different fabrics all the way around so that the same fabrics weren't touching each other. And so when you're all done, you're going to end up with blocks like this. And there's kind of a tricky point to this to sew these together. What you're going to do at this point is you're going to sew them together, and you're going to leave a 1/4 inch seam allowance here, and then you're going to attach them using an inset seam. So, and that's what I did, and I got my quilt along that far, so I had the middle pieces mostly together. And what you're going to need to get these edge pieces, these fill-in pieces, I laid these edge pieces right here. I laid this piece out on a piece of paper like this, and I traced around it, and then I cut it out, and then I took that piece of paper and I cut that piece of paper in half, and then that made this piece that you're going to need right along here for your quilt. And then I cut another piece off the top right here, and that piece is set right along in there when you put the blocks together. So you can see it's not real hard. Using your Accuquilt Go cutter, you can easily make this little baby quilt in a short time. And if you want to learn more, you can check out my blog at joescountryjunction.com.